Okay, we're going to do a Christmas video. I hope this is a little bit happier, but I'm just going to try and educate you guys a little bit more on Christmas and how it works. Because we've all bought into certain things and mythologies about Christmas, and that can be fun for kids until you're old enough to understand that this is rubbish. So that's fine. Now for babies, obviously Christmas is about certain things. Everyone wants to take their baby down to the mall, sit on Santa's knee, get that photo so you can send it off to your family. Hey, fair enough, great. You ever wondered why the kid's crying when it's sitting on Santa's knee? No? The reason the kid cries is because it thinks that you've abandoned it. Just for that moment it goes, where's my mum, where's my dad? I don't know this person, who is this? And they start crying. That's the reality, okay? Now we all get that lovely Christmas photo. I've done it myself, we all do, you know? We sit on some random dudes, we put the kid on some random dudes. We don't know this kid, we don't know this dude. Why do you trust him with your baby? Honestly. How old are you, little girl? 18, well, come up here and sit on Santa's face. Why do them do that? No, hopefully they don't. But some of them could be. You've all seen Bad Santa. Could be drunk, could be anything. I don't really care about Santa, because people think Santa's the epiphany of Christmas. Okay, we buy into two certain things. One, it's about Jesus, and one, it's about Santa. I can tell you a secret about Santa. Not only is Santa not real, but Santa's based on and I'll come back to in a minute, okay? But we all think it's about Jesus, and Jesus' birth, and it's not about that, okay? I can pick apart Christianity every single day, that's easy, okay? I believe in certain things, but that's rubbish, okay? Anyone who's actually really looked into it and was honestly wanting to know about it would know that the virgin birth is based off the same myth 2,000 years before from Horus and Isis. That's the truth. And they were the Egyptian gods, okay? So if you don't know that, you're not paying any attention, okay? So don't tell me it's about Jesus' birth, because it has nothing to do with Christmas. And what part does that have anything to do with your Christmas? Seriously, apart from people singing bloody Christmas carols, which can be fun. That's cool. But what part does that have anything to do with you about Christmas? Seriously, we spend all our money on stuff we don't really need. I'll give you an example. We all went to school, and our kids doing it now, even worse now. Okay, I'll give you an example. My son is 7. Okay, for 7 years in a row, my son has had a Santa sack. If you can see my arms, this is true. This big, and that tall. Okay, that is the truth. And my wife and her entire family do that. Their mum buys it stuff all year, fills that Santa sack. It's filled with all sorts of crap. It's filled with iPads. It's filled with computers. It's filled with games. It's filled with hair straighteners. You name it, that's in that sack. Okay, and they get that all year. That's not even their presents. That's just the stuff they get from Santa because they want to believe in it, and that's cool. If you want to believe in something, you want to give people presents, that's fantastic. But it becomes a case of who spent the most money. Okay, our kids at school are sitting there and they're going, and this is actually true, they're going, bro, what did you get for Christmas, mate? Oh, I got a computer, I got an iPad, I got a phone, I got some money, got some games on my PlayStation, yeah, got heaps of shit, got heaps. What did you get? Oh, I got some shoes, I got a jersey. Your mum poor? Is your mum poor? Oh, well, over there, you don't count. Off you go. That's not Christmas, man. That really isn't Christmas. We're spending thousands and thousands of dollars. And what do us do? We spend thousands and thousands of dollars buying stuff for people we don't like to impress them so they can come over and buy us presents so we have to buy stuff for ourselves. Wouldn't it be easier just to buy the present for yourself and not buy them anything? I don't remember the last time I bought my parents a present. Not just because I'm broke, but because I don't care. I don't want to spend time with people I don't really like at Christmas. Okay, as I said, it's not about Santa. Santa doesn't even count. Okay, Santa's never had a place in my heart. I grew up poor. My mum never really had that much money. I didn't really care that much. My friends, didn't really worry too much about that. They didn't have a lot of money either. I didn't really have a lot of rich friends as a kid, which is fine with me. We grew up being happier, to be honest with you. That's cool. Now, people thinking Christmas is about how much stuff you paid for, how much you bought. We're getting ourselves in debt for 1 or 2 days, Christmas and Boxing Day. Boxing Day sale is just as bad. People buy, heaps and heaps and heaps of stuff. They get into debt for 6-7 months afterwards, and they finally get out of debt. They're finally starting to live okay. Christmas again. Honestly, That's not what Christmas is about. Everyone's thinking about Santa. It's all about Santa. It's not Santa. Santa's imaginary. It's not Saint Nick. It's not Kris Kringle. It's not the Epiphany of Christmas. If you've actually paid any attention to it, if you've looked on the research, Santa is based on the god Ul. That's based off the Norse mythology. Ul was the god of hunting, fishing, and games. If you watch the Almighty Johnsons, Ul was featured in there. Ul the way that the Norse celebrated Christmas was that they had a big feast, okay, much like Christmas dinner, and all they did was they had everyone sat around. Probably leads on to how they got Valhalla, for example. They had a big feast. They all celebrated each other, talked about how much they loved each other, and spent that day spending time with each other. You know, hanging out, playing games, doing the stuff that makes them happy. You know, Americans think of it as Thanksgiving, and then their Christmas is their big white Christmas and all that kind of crap. No one cares. It really is about the Christmas dinner and spending time with your family. It's got nothing to do with your presents. If you don't, excuse me, it's got nothing to do with your presents. Yeah, see, I'm choking on the old bullshit for Christmas. I hate it. I hate it. I hate this rubbish. I would rather spend a day by myself than have to spend another moment with people that I don't really like just for the sake of it. I mean, how often have you had to spend time with your family and go, I don't even like these people. I don't like these people. You know, I've got friends of mine who are more than happy to just have Christmas with their kids and their partner. That's it. Not their grandmother, not that stuff. And you have to get your grandparents to come in, your uncles, your aunts, your cousins, all these people some of these people you don't even like. You know, people you used to fight with, your brothers and sisters that you don't even like. And that's the only time of the year that you even spend time with them. And that's why you like Christmas, because you get to spend time with them. Why don't you do that every day? Why don't, instead of spending all that money on stuff you don't really need, why don't you just spend that money on, I don't know, on bills? Spend that money on something else. Why don't you go and feed someone who hasn't got any food? Why don't you do that? But no, everyone goes, I want to buy heaps of crap. My kids need to have this because some other kid's got it. You know what that's called? The Jones theory. The neighbours have something cool, I've got to get something cool because I need to make sure that I'm better than them or just as good as they are. That's just rubbish. Seriously, teach your kids better. Don't do that. No one cares. We're going to end up with we're going to end up with a society with everyone who's got all this electronic stuff. No one's going outside, kids aren't playing. My son has 7 bikes. 7 bikes, I shit you not. 7. And they won't even teach him how to ride the bike. They just buy him another one. And I mean this literally. They just buy him another bike. And I see this all the time. How often do you see kids going, I need a new phone, the new iPhone's coming out. What's wrong with the last one? It's old. Why is it old? Oh, because that's last year's model. Are you actually kidding me? Seriously? If your kids are thinking that, you know you've done something wrong. Think about it. Christmas isn't good.